All right, folks, welcome back to the TNT show. Today we got episode three. Yeah, episode three of our offseason breakdown series. And today's division is going to be the NFC West. So we got the Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals, and 49ers. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, let's start off with the Rams. Biggest addition they brought in was Devontae Adams. So, um, I'm interested to see is this going to be Matthew Stafford's last ride? Are they going to, you know, how much longer are they going to give him?
You can say the same thing for Devontae Adams. I mean, he's not young anymore. He's
Yeah,
definitely
he's been
older.
passed around a few times at this point, and when you see people start getting passed around, it's just a matter of time.
And he basically wasted some of his last best years with the Raiders, if you want me to be honest.
Yeah, because Derek Carr was hurt all the time, or he was hurt.
Not to mention the last two seasons he's played with a few different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because
I
they
like it
brought
though.
him. They brought him to the Raiders, and then they traded Derek Carr to the Saints.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, I mean, if he's still got something left in the tank, obviously, Puka and Kyron Williams got to stay healthy. I think the Rams could be a pretty good team if they got rid of Cooper Kupp. So, I think this is going to be the last ride for Matthew Stafford. I mean, he's getting old. The injuries have kind of been weighing on him too. So,
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think they're a solid wild card team, wild card weekend team. I mean, again, like you said, they brought in Devontae Adams to not put so much pressure on Puka, which again he has to. You want him to be healthy. Again, Kyron Williams, great running back, got to stay healthy.
For
They
sure.
already have a solid defense, a lot of really good young pieces. So I think they'll definitely defense is going to be solid. Offense, I think we'll see what happens. If everybody stays healthy, I think they can be great.
Yeah, I agree. It's the health concerns because I mean, like I said, Max Stafford's getting old. I think this might be his. I think they went and done what they probably needed to. Let's see if we can get one more ring out of this. Jumping to they added some pieces. I mean, they had a pretty good draft.
Yeah.
Their defense is really good. So I was kind of shocked that they didn't get a quarterback. I don't know if they did or not. I don't even know who their backup quarterback is. Um, but I could see them. The only problem with them is usually they're pretty decent, so they're not going to get like a top guy. So you would need to either let Matthew Stafford retire and roll with somebody that you got, and just either, like you said, tank or suck or however you want to put it, and then go get somebody or make
That
a
I mean,
trade.
you could also see what the free agency market for quarterbacks looks like next season. Because I mean, with let's say he called it quits, you have an open spot on a team with a really good roster,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
organization. I think it's one of those places where, like, if you were a free agent quarterback and you were pretty good or even halfway decent, you probably want to go there.
Yeah, they got a good team. Good, like I said, good defense, good young team. Yeah, why not? Um, Jumping to Seattle, obviously they went and got Sam Darnold. Um, Again, they need to stay healthy on both sides of the ball. They traded DK Metcalf, Tyler
And
Lockett. They let go of Tyler Lockett.
yeah,
They added Cooper Kupp. Jackson Smith kind of showed. I guess they've seen enough from Jackson Smith that I guess they felt comfortable getting rid of DK, or they just didn't want to give DK, a lot of money.
Makes sense. A lot of injuries recently.
So, I mean, the biggest thing is can Sam Darnold produce? Can he replicate what he did in Minnesota in Seattle?
I was gonna say the same thing. How can he? Honestly, I don't even need him to replicate it. I just need him to play good football
Yeah,
and win games. Obviously, it's a team effort, but you drive the offense. So let's just put something good together. Hopefully, because we've seen two tails of Sam Darnold. We knew what he looked like when he was a starter in a lot of other places. Didn't work out. He has a
yeah,
great season with the Vikings, but you take that with a grain of salt because their offense is elite. Realistically, they got a lot of weapons. So
yeah, everywhere. So, yeah, I mean, the biggest thing for them is, I mean, they just got to stay healthy. I mean, they did sign Cooper Cup. He's got to stay healthy. Ken Walker's got to stay healthy. I mean, they're kind of on the younger side. So we'll see. I think that he could be all right. I mean, this division is not the best. It's not the worst, but I think they could probably be a wild card team because their defense is just kind of young. I'm curious to see if we see Milrow in any kind of packages. Let's
I
say Sam
think
Darnold is terrible. Do you just throw Milrow to the?
I don't know. You would want to because then he's getting his experience, but at the same time, you kind of don't want to take that chance because you could ruin him before he even really gets his
I
career
think it
started.
depends on the situation.
If Sam Darnold's bad enough and Milroe's my only other option, I'm just gonna go ahead and hand him the keys and say, "Hey, we're gonna try you out." Now, if Sam Darnold's playing well, I probably would still give Milroe packages because Milroe has the type of elite athleticism you can't just let sit on the sideline for 4 quarters of every single game.
Yeah, or for a couple years because I mean, you don't want him to lose that step.
Yeah,
So I think you will. I think you'll see him. I think you'll see him come in the red zone or like maybe like third and short. Maybe they do like the tush push with him or um maybe have some like QB draws, QB powers with him because obviously he can run the ball. We've seen it in college.
yeah, I
So
agree. I think it's
maybe
pretty
that.
much like you said. He'll get those packages. You can't ignore what he can do with the football in his hand. So,
Yeah, for sure.
but honestly, and this is probably going to be a little bit of a twist. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team. I'll be completely honest.
Really, I
Cooper
think
Cup just
so.
has too many injuries. I'm not saying I hope he gets hurt or anything like that, but he's
I
kind
mean,
of been hurt. Like
aside from that 1,900-yard season, he really hadn't done a whole lot, to be honest.
exactly. So I mean, there's that. Jackson Smith the Jigma. I like him. He's a great young talent, but I just don't think him and Cooper Cup are gonna be enough next season.
I don't know. We'll see. I
So
mean,
yeah,
if Sam Darnold could come out there and play anywhere remotely like he played in Minnesota, I think they'll be pretty good.
that's the biggest question mark for them. So we'll see. We'll see.
Jumping to Arizona, the biggest thing for them is Kyler Murray. I mean, yeah, he's been consistent, but the injuries are there for him too.
True.
I think we've said it on a bunch of them, but I think this is make or break for Kyler. I mean, you were the number one overall pick, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, he was number one.
So number one overall pick, you know, it's been pretty. mediocre at best. I mean, they were okay when he first came in, but it's always the speculation of it's him. You know, he cares more about playing video games and everything else than it is playing football. I
Honestly,
mean,
I think they put their focus into their defense through the draft and obviously the offseason. I think that'll
yeah,
help them out a lot, but I still think that they will not be a playoff team again next season. I just think they have a bright spot with Trey McBride.
yeah. They had arguably one of the people were saying the best young talent wide receiver coming out of the draft in Marvin Harrison Jr. And you failed to get him the ball. He only had like 700 yards.
Yeah. So I think that'll change a lot next season. But
And like you said, obviously Trey McBride, he's a monster. I mean, he was cooking.
oh yeah.
So so if Kyler has a down year again, I mean, his stats wise, he's not playing terrible. It's just they're not winning games. So do you consider taking a quarterback?
If they didn't already add a quarterback to the roster, and let's say they pick high, I would definitely take a quarterback, especially if his play is underwhelming. You kind of
Yeah,
have to at that point.
or it's him not winning. Yeah, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I think he needs to take a step here, or you may be on the hot seat. I mean, it's like
Uh,
I said, you got to get Marvin Harrison and Trey McBride, just get them the ball. I mean, I don't think Trey McBride, he didn't have a lot of touchdowns. He had a bunch of yards. He just didn't have a bunch of touchdowns. But their team was kind of subpar. They were not very good. They were okay. But
agreed.
I don't think Kyler Murray played a bunch. Did he play all season? I don't think so.
I don't think that he did. I'm pretty
Let's
sure he
see.
had some nagging injuries or something. He probably missed a few games.
Let's see. No, he played in 17 games.
Oh well,
He actually didn't play that bad.
so it definitely wasn't him last season. Then we can say that.
They just weren't winning games.
I think that's why they put such a heavy focus into their defense because they probably felt like that was the major issue.
So they won. They only won 8 games. I mean, that's not terrible. That's not bad.
They could be a surprise playoff team next season. Could be.
So looking at their losses, they just weren't winning games. They couldn't find ways to win. They were getting kind of, I wouldn't say like, I mean, they just weren't winning games. I mean, they weren't really playing that well. So I mean, you got to point to Kyler, but their defense wasn't the best either. So, but yeah, I think it's do or die for Kyler. Unfortunately, I mean, like I said, I don't think that they've been. I don't think they've been to the playoffs in what since he first came into the league.
Uh, I think they went maybe once.
Honestly, I don't. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think they went like once, at least once.
Yeah, because they hadn't been good. Okay, they went in 2021.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I know they went at least once.
Yeah, they've been trash basically.
Because I know there
Yeah,
was that one year he tore his
they
ACL.
yeah they went in 2021 and got blown out by the Rams. That was the year that the Rams and the Bengals played was 2021. So, but yeah, they've been trash ever since. So, but yeah, anyway, jump into the San Francisco 49ers. This is probably the one that, Brock Purdy just got paid. They their safety or corner, whatever he is, Lenore, just got arrested. They lost a lot of places on defense. They lost Debo. Christian McCaffrey can't stay healthy. I mean, you're going to see how good Brock Purdy is now. Hopefully, you didn't make a mistake. Hopefully,
Yeah,
you didn't make a mistake because you got rid of a lot of pieces to pay him.
yeah, they let a lot of people go. A lot of vital part, especially for their defense. They let a lot of vital people go just because they
Yeah,
couldn't pay them.
Brandon Ayuk's coming off of a torn ACL, so you don't know what he's going to look like. Obviously, you let go of Debo, and you've seen without Debo what they look like. They were pretty bad.
Yeah, but they also have a second year. What's his name? The guy that got shot last season.
Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah. So they're high on him, and
Yeah.
I don't know
Still
who else
got
they brought
Jawan
in.
Jennings.
Yeah, and he had a pretty much a breakout season last season. So
Yeah. They let go of Jordan Mason. I mean, he looked pretty good when he came in. He was running for 100, 200 yards a game. So let go of him. McCaffrey, if you even look at him, he's hurt. So I don't
I
know.
mean, let's say Brock Purdy doesn't play great, and he has he's playing really really bad. They got Mac Jones as backup.
They're not playing Mac Jones. They just gave Brock Purdy like a max deal. They're not.
I'm just
No.
saying. They look, Falcons did it with Kirk Cousins. He was playing bad enough, and they put in Michael Penix. I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, you never know. Yeah. Yeah. All it takes is for somebody to get hurt.
But
I mean, that's
I'm
kind of the
I'm
reason
just
why he
talking.
played.
I think I think Brock Purdy will be fine. I mean, like you said, we'll see how good he really is now because it's not a fully superstar offense around him. Your best receiver is coming off a torn ACL. George Kittle's still gonna be George Kittle. That's your Iron Man right there. Your safety blanket. He's gonna do
Yeah.
everything for you. He's gonna catch the ball. He's gonna get you yards after. He's gonna block all that. So
Yeah, I think he's going to have a breakout season this year. I think he's going to have a really good season because I mean, Debo was a vital part of their offense when he was on the field. He just couldn't stay on the field.
yeah, I mean Brock Purdy too. Again, I mean it's the health standpoint. He missed a few games last season with that
Yeah,
shoulder. So
yeah,
again, it's not just in this team specifically. It really goes for anybody. I mean, you really just want your team to be healthy throughout the season, make it out the season with no major injuries, and get through the playoffs fully healthy, and that gives you a shot at the title.
yeah. Because they've been to the Super Bowl twice. Well, almost twice with him. They've
Yep,
been once and got beat in the championship game because he got hurt.
yep. So I
So
mean, again, 49ers, they're 50-50 for me. Healthy, they're for sure a playoff team, no doubt about it.
oh yeah, I mean, you have
If
one of the best
injuries,
backs in the league. When
yeah,
healthy, he's probably, if not the best, he's one of the best. I mean, he's unstoppable when he's healthy. I mean, he's hurt all the time. Last year, I don't know what was going on. They really weren't saying a whole lot. So he just missed basically, I mean, he missed the whole year. I think he played in a few games, but like you said, healthy, yeah, they're definitely a playoff team. They're a really good team. I'm just a little worried about their defense. Like, what's their defense going to look like? Because they got rid of a bunch of people.
Yeah, no, they did.
So, but yeah, that's basically going to wrap up the NFC West.
All right, so that's going to do it for the NFC West in episode 3 of the Offseason Breakdown series for the NFL. So if you made it this far in the episode, tell us who you think is going to win this division next season. And we'll see you on the next episode.